Hi, it's me again. Today I'm going to be talking about ways that you can slowly become zero waste. I'm not at all zero waste, but I would like to be someday, so these are things that can help you slowly get to a point that is closer to zero waste. I don't always achieve all of these things. Sometimes I'm selfish and I'm like, oh, it's too hard, I want to do this instead. Basically, as long as you're trying, that's good. So we can all try together. First, it's always good to carry a metal straw. Unless you're someone who doesn't care about drinking from straws, but I love it. You can get these in a lot of places. A lot of the products that I'm going to talk about today you can get online from this Australian website called Flora and Fauna Co. Could have just made up the co bit. Anyway, you can also select zero waste packaging on their thing, so that's really cool. So get one of these. They come in like a little pack of 3 and just chuck it in your handbag. Same with cutlery. You can get bamboo cutlery and stuff because it's less heavy, but you can literally just take one out of your drawer. A thing that's also really good when you know that you're going to be like out and about, and so you're not going to have lunch at a cafe or something, but you also haven't made something, go to a sushi place or something, but instead of them putting it into their plastic thing, take a little lunchbox thing and just get them to put it in there straight away for you. Also, if you're at a cafe, it's really hard to remember, but actually saying like, no straw in this, I've got my own straw, no napkin, like bring a fabric napkin, or just don't use any napkin because we can all just be a little bit messy. Same goes for having a keep cup. They're really good. And remember, it's like not just for coffee. You could have like a really big one too if you know that sometimes you want to get a big fat smoothie. It's basically just being prepared, which sometimes is really difficult, and it means often you have to bring a bigger bag if you want to have like this in it, but it's worth it because the planet won't cry. Another thing is making food from home and bringing it in like a thermos or something. Now, shopping. Bring your own bag. It's like, especially if you have a car, which I don't, just chuck it in the car and then you'll have it when you're shopping, or on your bike, or in the bottom of your bag. Plastic bags are the worst and we don't need them at all. You can also get these things that I got my mum to buy because I still live at home and she does most of the shopping, but they're like little mesh bags so they don't weigh anything, and you use them as produce bags instead of the plastic bags that you put like beans and stuff in. We have a small guest. Hey, Bill likes the environment, don't you? Don't you? Shopping also, if you live near a market like Prahran Market or even a farmer's market, you can just get produce as it is, like not with packaging and etc., then that's really good. And it's also good if it's a farmer's market because you know it's all local and that reduces your food miles. In relation to that, this one sucks a little bit. Eating healthier is better for the planet because like a vegetable just grows, whereas a lot more goes into making a really like chemical filled, preservative filled, processed food thing. And also all of those things are more wrapped than organic produce, vegan produce. Yes, that's like one of my worst things because when I'm sad I just want some vegan Ben and Jerry's, and I know that I should be making nice cream, which is like frozen banana and some other stuff, and it's basically just delicious ice cream, but humans are flawed and I'll get there. But also with shopping, even if you're just in a normal supermarket, just like notice little things and be aware of what you're getting. For example, you can get Lebanese cucumbers, which are like the small ones, not small, like just a bit smaller than a normal one, and they don't come in the wrapping. But then if you get the big long one, it's in this plastic sock. Why do we need the plastic sock? Get the one without it. The next thing I'm gonna say can sometimes mean you have to spend a little bit more money, but when people buy coffee every day, cigarettes every day, then I think you just have to decide where your money goes. If it's like an extra $1, it's worth it. But also hunt around and you might find something cheap and good. Anyway, this brings me to talking about shopping at bulk food places. In Melbourne there's The Source Bulk Food and Terra Madre, and other ones that I probably don't know about. You bring a bottle, or you buy one of their bottles, and then you bring it back when it's empty, and it's really great. So like this is Tamari, and it's 500 mils for $15, but it means that you don't keep on buying bottles and you just bring it back every time. Think how much you're saving for the planet. Yeah. Also, like, all the stuff there is organic and blah blah blah, those nice things. Also, you can get like seeds and stuff, and then you just put them in little containers. Fun fact, pumpkin seeds, best nutrients ever. Veganism. And then at home, what do you do when you've cooked and you have leftovers? Because you shouldn't throw out the food, because waste. Here is when I bring you to the best thing ever. It's empty because it's just an example bowl. This is a silicone thing, and it's instead of Glad wrap, foil, all of those things. I tried originally there's beeswax Glad wrap paper, and I didn't get that because I'm vegan, but there's a vegan version of that, but it loses its stick faster, and I think you'd end up buying more, and it's actually more sustainable to get the silicone things. They come in this kind of thing, and they're really great and stay sticky forever. You can get them at Flora and Fauna as well. I'd say I'm not being sponsored for this, but like I have 5 followers on this, so implied. Yeah, so that's really good. Then with beauty, this is the best thing I've come across in forevs. I used to use so many makeup wipes because being a model you have like a pound of makeup on your face often. These are reusable, fluffy, nice things that take off your makeup without any product or anything. I don't really get how it works, but it does, and it makes your face feel really nice. You just chuck them in the washing machine. They come with a little washing bag. It's the best. So go to places like Lush, which are the best because they let you refill things, and also you can get amazing things like soap bars, which obviously are better because they don't come in a bottle, and the same for hair conditioner and shampoo, which I found really exciting and didn't know existed. They smell really nice. And if you can't do that, support brands that are sustainable. For example, Sukin, which you can get like everywhere, and it's very cheap, and it's a 100% carbon neutral brand, and it's all organic and vegan and all those great things. So if you have to get plastic, get this kind of plastic or the Thank You brand, things like that. Also, if you want to buy like a bottle of juice and you really want to get the bottle of juice, because sometimes we just want a bottle of juice, and there's a plastic one and there's a glass one, always get the glass one, because then you can do pretty things like this. This is actually a pesto jar, but you get the idea. Same thing, plastic pesto. This pesto, pay attention to the bottle because it's going to come in little pretty handy later. So yeah, always bring a bigger bag if you can, because you might just want to fit all this stuff in it. That's kind of all I've got for now, but leave a comment telling me other stuff that you do, because I would like to learn also. The best thing you can do for the environment though is to be vegan, and I'm gonna make a video on that a a little bit later, so stay tuned. Have a nice green day.